My name is Esther Huey. I spent almost 10 years as the Deputy Director of OIC of Washington and Director of the Southeast Yakima Community Center, which is now the Henry Beauchamp Community Center. Came in when the OIC was located down on 2nd and Walnut. We were there for 2 years after I came to work for OIC. We needed a new building. Wasn't in good shape at all, and it did not portray the image that we wanted OIC of Washington to portray. And so we started off on a rebuilding project. I had met Mr. Beauchamp over in Olympia at a meeting in the governor's office, and he offered me a job right on the spot. But I really was not interested in going into social services because I really liked the private sector. So I told him no. I saw Mr. Beauchamp again, and he offered me a job again. Said, "Es, I want you to come. I need you." He was trying to do everything for himself administratively and grant writing and going out to meetings and representing OIC and so, and it was just too much for him. He explained to me what OIC's needs were, and I thought, well, okay, I can help you with that. And I said, I'll help you until you get where you want to go. I came in to head up the reorganization, to work with administration, to look at human resources, just do a thorough review of what the needs were and how, with the budget we had, we could meet those needs. And at the same time, become competitive in the grant market here in Yakima. Together, we just began to meet and to look at what the needs were. We worked with the JTPA grant. We received that first grant, and that gave us the opportunity to expand the staff, increase the job training, to increase some programs in there that he had wanted to do, but he hadn't been able to do because he didn't have the funds to do it. We also discussed the need for a new building to build the image of OIC as a first-class training site and training opportunity for the homeless, the needy, what he called the least, the lost, and the left out. And we began to approach some community people that we knew to see if we could get them to donate money for a new building or to a building. This is the result of that. Henry was the most visionary person that I have ever seen. He could get the picture in his head, and he could go from there. And he was always enthusiastic about everything that he approached. And he said, we can put a classroom here, we can put a classroom there, we can put the administrative office up here, we could put accounting down there, we could do so much with this. He had that vision in his head, and he drew up a plan for this building. And all of the staff embraced that plan. He was really an inspirational kind of director. When I came to work for him in 1982, he had $200,000 in funding. When I left in 1990, we had over $11 million in funding. And it was a humbling experience for me. When you're working in a corporate office and all of the trappings of wealth that you're among, you don't really see yourself doing what I came to do at OIC. But it turned out to be one of the best experiences of my life working with Henry. We were an excellent team. He just had this vision for OIC, and not just a vision for a building, but a vision for how OIC could help the community, how it could help to improve the lives of the people that were suffering because they just didn't have skills, didn't have the proper education, but really, really, really wanted an opportunity to work and make a difference in their lives, to improve their lives and the lives of their children. And that was really what we were focused on, is improving lives and giving people an opportunity. One of the things that we did, I asked for a meeting with gang leaders and asked them if they would make the Southeast Community Center and the 6-block radius around each one of our after-school sites neutral territory, which means that anyone could come even if they were in opposing gangs and nothing would happen. And those 4 gang leaders agreed with Mr. Beauchamp and me that they would do that. And so we were able to reduce gang activity in those 4 areas by 81%. Mr. Beauchamp was then successful. I had left at that time, but they got that huge farm workers training contract. And that just gave the opportunity to increase OIC's work in other areas outside of Yakima. And so that's when we started to branch out, Tri-Cities, Wenatchee, Moses Lake, all of those branches. That increased the work and the opportunity to put more people in jobs and give more people training. Mr. Beauchamp was always so concerned about the well-being of people. And he wanted then to do some social kind of things, Thanksgiving and Christmas. And we established the annual Thanksgiving dinner where we opened up and we invited people, opened the gym up and had the annual Thanksgiving dinner and invited the community to come to the dinner, particularly the homeless people. And that went on for years, and I think it's still going on. And then I asked him if we could have an annual Christmas party for them with dinner and a gift for all of the kids, family-oriented. And that really took off. We asked the community for volunteers and for supplies for those dinners. It never cost OIC anything to do them. Immediately we got a good response, donations of food and so forth, and gifts. Now that's the one program that is close to my heart, and it has grown, but all of the growth was designed to improve the lives of the people that OIC was serving. That dream that Dr. Sullivan had when he started OIC in Washington. I think Mr. Beauchamp passed away very proud of what he had accomplished because we just had never had anything like that. People will know that if I go to OIC and request help, I will receive that help. I will not lose my dignity. I will not lose my pride. I will not feel inferior, and I will come out of it for the better. I just hope that it will forever be that light, that beacon, and that people will see that beacon and recognize that this is mine, this is a part of me, this is what I need, and this is what can be provided if I go there. That they've come into an historical place, a place that has a history of caring and being serious about improving the lives of what Mr. Beauchamp called the least, the lost, and the left out. And that they will embrace, even though he is not here, they will embrace his vision for what OIC could be and what OIC could do, and how, if they take an advantage of what this man's legacy is, they will come out better in the end. And if they will embrace that and inspire the people that come through the door to believe in it, it will happen. OIC will continue to grow its own. We've been famous through the years for training people and hiring those people. And they have proved, they've been our advertisement, if you will, for our training, because we've hired them right back in and they've been successful. There were many people that felt it wouldn't last. And so I feel very good about this 50-year anniversary and that I had a part in getting here. When I first came to Yakima to work for OIC, people just didn't think it was going to be here for the next year. But we've been here 50 years now. A happy, 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 happy anniversary, OIC, and thank you for the work that you've done in the community and the beneficiaries, the thousands of beneficiaries that you have improved their lives to the point where their quality of life is one that they can be proud of, and their accomplishments are accomplishments that they can be proud of. And I just hope that you will continue this work forever.